So students, now that we are done to read the poem about Seven Aged Men written by William Shakespeare, now we are going to proceed to our proper discussion where we are going to tackle about the poetry. So what is poetry, class? So here I'm going to give you the meaning of one of the meaning of poetry. So poetry is a person type of writing where words flow and carry you along the realm of beautiful thoughts. So as you can see, when we are creating our own poetry, it uses of creative minds. So it based on our experiences, emotion, and or what we are seeing to our surrounding. So that is why we create a poem. So as you can see, there's another that present on poetry. So what is it? It is, remember that rhyme is a part of what we mean when we say poetry is musical. So always remember that when we are going to create a poetry or a poem, it should have a rhyme so that when we are going to recite or read a poem, it very beautiful to hear. Right, guys? So when the ending sound of word are repeated, we call it rhyme. So here is the example of rhyme in poem. So let me post it. So here is the example. The crow is bow, throw endless bro. Internal rhyme is this kind of stanza, and the another ending rhyme is I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree. See and tree. That is the internal, end rhyme. So now we are going to cut mo daw, Bing. Cut mo na. Go. So student, remember that rhyme is a part of what we are mean when we say poetry is musical. When the ending sound of words are repeated, we call it rhyme. So as you can see, when you notice that when we read the Seven Aged Men, there's a lot of rhyming of words, right, students? So as you can see, rhyme is one of beautification of poetry. It's very good to listen of poetry when there is present of rhyme. So I have example here of two types of rhyme. So here is, so we are here called internal rhyme. So the example of internal rhyme is the crow is bow, throw endless bro. So the internal rhyme of this stanza is crow, bow, throw, bros. So the last type of rhyme is end rhyme. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree. So the ending rhyme here is the sea and tree. So now we are going to tackle about the features of poetry. So now guys, we are going to proceed. The features of a poem that make it musical is the presence of the sound devices like alliteration, assonance, and consonants. So this feature is present on the poem that we are create. So what is alliteration, guys? So here I have the meaning of alliteration. So alliteration is the repetition of consonant sound at the beginning of the words like dobiting, drearing, dreams, no mortal enter there. To dream, by Edgar Allan Poe. So the next features that we are going to tackle is assonance. Assonance is the repetition of vowel sound within the words. So alliteration, when we say alliteration, consonants like B, C, the consonant word, while in assonance it presents the vowel words like a, e, o, u. So here we have an example. Along the window sills, the lips, wait a minute guys. So the lipsticks that glittered in their steel shells by Rita Dab in the poem Adolescence. So the last that we are going to tackle about is the consonants. So consonants is the repetition of sound within and at the end of the words. So what is the difference of alliteration and consonants? As you can see, alliteration is present in the first word of the words, right? While consonants is consonant sound within and at the end of the words. So I have example here. So some late visitor entering entrance door by E.A. Poe from the Ravens of the poem. So as you can see, I highlight the words that present on consonants like E at the end of the word of some. Late, as you can see, same. Entering is the first word of or a letter in entering. Next is entrance. As you can see, E at the beginning and E at the end. Door. So now guys, prepare one whole sheet of paper. We are going to do some activities.